Good afternoon, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak with y'all today. I'm State Registrar for Louisiana Vital Records. In Louisiana, we do have EBRS, Electronic Birth Registration System, since 2012, and 100% of our births are reported electronically. I'm sorry, since 2010. We have an EDRS, the Electronic Death Registration System, that we've had in place since 2012. And as of January 1st of this year, we are 100% fully electronic by mandate. But how we got there is a pretty long and rough road. I began in Vital Records in 2003. About 2 or 3 months prior to Katrina in 2005, I became the Deputy State Registrar for Vital Records. Many of you probably are not aware that Vital Records in Louisiana actually sits in New Orleans, and it's not in Baton Rouge. So we were in the state office building in New Orleans when Katrina hit. It was during that time that it was became very obvious that we needed to be at the table, that Vital Records and Vital Stats needed to be at the table. We actually had an office in DMORT, along with the coroner's office and the DMORT team, and helped facilitate with funeral homes and the Family Assistance Center and things like that. But that's what really got us our funding and our support for our EDRS and EBRS and our electronic systems. We were completely paper at that time, and that really showed the sheer need for an electronic system to get the data rapidly, to be able to still operate while our office was down, and really showed that, you know, the importance that Vital Records has in emergency response and emergency preparedness. Now, since about, I think, 2012 or 2013, similar to Florida, kind of, we kind of have to take off our Vital Records hat for a little bit and kind of put on our emergency preparedness hat or response hat. And we actually, the governor's office and the state EOC will not actually put out that any death is storm related until our office actually verifies with the coroner that it is a storm related death. Many times that is well before you could ever even think about logging into our system to put it in. There are times that I'll get a call and I'm calling the coroner and they're actually on the way to the scene. They haven't even made it there yet. And, you know, so they're like, I'll call you back and let you know we're not even there. But the state EOC or the governor's office will not put anything out as a storm-related death until somebody from our office and our emergency response team actually verifies that it is, in fact, storm-related from the coroner. That has led to, and kind of goes back to Rebecca's comments and the slide that she showed, back in the August 2016 floods in Baton Rouge, after torrential downpours for days, we actually that was the time that we started coordinating with the National Weather Service and NOAA to make sure that our lists were actually the same. Same thing with FEMA. We also partner with the City of New Orleans Health Department with their Special Needs Registry to help them purge any deceased individuals off of their registry so that they don't have to call, like during an impending disaster, they're not calling people who were deceased and they just didn't know about it. A lot of things, like you said, like a lot of things that we've learned from Katrina that we have truly has made us better, and it's almost like a well-oiled machine. But on another hand, from every disaster we always learn something. So be very excited to talk to y'all about some of those things as we go through.